Hey, it's Sandra. Welcome to another episode of Asexualise, my asexual life. This is a place to be for education about asexuality, all things asexual, and I share my own asexual life journey in order to help you in yours. So if you haven't already subscribed and hit that bell icon, do so now. So this is going to be a very, very brief live stream. I get asked the question a lot, like, why do you believe you're meant to be with an Indian guy? The truth is, I am really happy being single, and I might be suited better to the single life in this lifetime. But the reason I feel I'm meant to be with an Indian guy is I intuitively feel that way. And for example, when I was dancing with an Indian guy last night, when I went out clubbing on a self date to celebrate being single, it just felt like I'd come home. That's the only way I can describe it. And I get this feeling a lot when I'm in Indian groups, when I'm talking to Indian guys. It's very familiar, like I've been there before, like I've been in a past life with an Indian guy. And so that's why I personally feel that I'm meant to be with one in this lifetime. But I still believe that you have to do a lot of work on yourself in order to get into a healthy relationship and find a healthy guy in the first place who wants the same things as you. And obviously, with me, I'm British, I live in the UK, I do not want to live in India. I'm also very, very different to Indian culture in a lot of ways. I do love Bollywood music though. I love going Bollywood dancing, so I really like that part of Indian culture. It's really nice. I can't really eat Indian food because of all my food allergies and intolerances, but I love the smell of it. I do love some things about their family life, such as like I like the fact that kind of like bonded together in some ways, and they're quite like, a family that's kind of like spending time with each other and stuff like that. But personally, for me, I do live in Western society. I am very westernized and I'm a very modern girl. So I'm not interested in being a housewife to any guy. I'm not interested in cooking and cleaning for him or anything like that. And I like younger guys in the early to mid 20s. So I would need someone, a guy who, is mature for his age, has got an older soul and basically a younger birth certificate age, if you know what I mean, in order to be healthy and in order to like, be mature and know what he wants. Because a lot of guys in the early to mid 20s, they're at university, they're not quite sure what they want in life, or maybe they do know what they want, but it's very different to what I would want, in the sense that, like, they want to go back to their country, they're going to have like a job for X amount of years and might have an arranged marriage, that type of thing. So I do need to find an Indian guy, ideally probably who's British born, who's already very westernized, who's into the Western type of life, who, values his independence, values his individuality, and whose parents he respects, but he's more like of his own entity, and has a lot of say in his own life. And he would not do something just because his parents wished him to. He would do it because he wanted to, and who would be very good for me and healthy and not expect me to have to get married to be with him, me and him together. So, hi Sandra, how are you doing today? I'm good. I'm about to Skype my best asexual friend actually, which is why this live stream is really, really short. But I wanted to do it because I thought it was so important. Because last night when it was an Indian friend I'd met at Bollywood. I call him a friend now, but it was an Indian guy I met at a Bollywood event. And it just felt thank you for the hearts, lots of love in chat. So it just felt like I'd come home, and that's the only way I can describe it. Like, Indian guys are really familiar to me whenever I'm with one and I'm like holding one or cuddling one or being physically close, even a guy that I don't know so well. It just feels like home. It feels right. It feels like it's meant to be. And I don't get that as strongly with any other guy from any other background, any other culture, any other religion, any other ethnicity. I get it the most with Indian guys. And so that's why I believe I'm meant to be with an Indian guy. It just feels so right. It feels like home, and home is usually where the heart is, and so it feels like I've come home, because obviously buildings are your home. I've moved home, but true home is where the heart is. And when you feel familiar and like you've come home, you're where you're meant to be, even like I get that with a lot of Indian guys, but obviously I believe I have one ultimate Indian guy soulmate who I haven't met in this lifetime yet. If I don't meet him, I'm still going to be happy on my own. I'm still going to leave a legacy in my own right. Everything's going to be good. But it would be nice one day to meet him and be with him, I think, in this time. Anyway, I've got to go because I've got to Skype my best asexual friend now. Lots of love to you. Take care. Subscribe and hit the bell icon. See you soon.